So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between zoom lenses and prime lenses. So I've got a couple of different lenses here. These two are zooms and this is a prime lens. Now essentially a zoom lens just means that you can vary the focal length. So this one, for example, goes from 70 to 200 millimeters in focal length, and this one goes from 17 millimeters to 55 millimeters. You tend to find that zooms either cover the close-up spectrum, so this one being sort of 70 to 200, or the wider spectrum, and this one being a sort of 17 to millimeter wide lens going to a more standard 55 millimeter. This is a prime lens, so this is a fixed focal length. There's no zooming in and out. It's 85 millimeters, and that's what you get. So obviously you get a lot more flexibility with these. You can zoom in and out, but why would you want to choose a prime lens over a zoom lens? The main reason is quality. So for the most part, prime lenses are of a better quality, so better image quality. That basically means that there's less moving parts, there's less glass for the light to travel through, and so you get a sharper, crisper, better quality image. A zoom lens, however, is obviously a lot more flexible. So rather than carrying 4 or 5 lenses like this, you can just carry one lens and cover all those different focal lengths. The other big differences are the f-stop, so how fast the lens is. You tend to find that zoom lenses are not quite as fast as prime lenses. So this one, for example, is f1.4, and these two are f2.8. And that's still quite fast for a zoom lens. They're also quite heavy and quite expensive for a good quality zoom lens. I would say it's worth avoiding any of the kit lenses that you get with digital SLRs because they're normally really crap. So anyway, that's the difference between these. Depending on what you want in your shoot, whether you want that kind of zoom flexibility, if you're maybe doing a run and gun shoot, a zoom might be more flexible for you. But if you're doing a studio base, maybe a static interview, and you want that image to be as crisp and as sharp as possible, then a prime lens is probably going to be the way to go. In cinema, they use a mixture of both. Traditionally, prime lenses were used, but now there are more and more better quality zoom lenses. So again, there's a mix of both. In terms of the cost of these, a really good prime lens is probably going to be the same price as a really good zoom lens. So it's not necessarily a budget constraint. It just is about how much flexibility you want on your shoot. Now, if you've got any questions about any of this, feel free to drop it in the comments or drop me an email.